What the deal, my people? You know what it is. Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is finally we get another reunion, another Stark reunion. But this one didn't go exactly like the other one went. In fact, we didn't get actually what we really wanted. And the question I have to ask to you is why? Why didn't Bran react the way we thought he would react? In this video, I will explain the possibility that Bran Stark is no longer Bran Stark. What's the deal, my people? Thank you for watching, and just know that since I'm putting Game of Thrones videos out every day, you should subscribe and hit that bell so you are informed every time I upload a new video. Now, Bran acted weird. Let's get that right off the bat. Because we know all the Stark's children have been through a lot in their own way. And when Jon reunited with Sansa, it was nothing like that, even though they've been through a lot. And when Arya reunites with them, hopefully, I don't think it's going to go down the way this Bran is. So Bran is acting funny to me. And I know people may say, look, he's been through the worst of them all, and maybe he has. But still, that's no reason for him not to act like himself. Unless he's not himself. And I want you to think about that for a second. Unless he's not himself. Because what have we heard Bran say consistently through this series? The thing that we heard him say is that he has to become the three-eyed raven. He has to become the three-eyed raven. That's what we know. And then he says to us, he is the three-eyed raven.
You can't kill it, you know.
So maybe that's the
Why
case.
not?
Maybe we need to listen to what the man is saying. He's
Because
telling
the raven
us
is you.
he is the three-eyed raven. And if we look at what he said in his reaction to Sansa, from that aspect, it makes it a lot clearer why Bran acted the way he acted. Even when Bran first meets the three-eyed raven, he tells him,
all of you,
I've been watching you
all of
your
your
whole
lives,
life, and not just you,
with 1,000
all of you.
eyes and one.
So if you look at it like that, why would this
Now
man be
you've come to
watching
me at
Bran
last,
Stark his whole
Brandon
life?
Stark.
Unless this man
Though the
is
hour is
Bran
late.
Stark. And that's why he's
didn't
watching
want
his
anyone
whole
to die
life.
for
And
me.
as he said,
died
he's been
so
waiting
you could
for him.
find what you have
Waiting
lost.
for him to reach him after all
Going
this
to help me
time.
walk again.
And that's the only reason why he's
You'll
still
never
sitting
walk
there
again.
in this tree.
But you will
Even when we
fly.
see Blood Raven
Sorry, I
in the
didn't
end
mean to.
go to
Time has
Bran,
come
and
Time for
Bran
what?
has no choice but to do
for
what he's
you
telling
to
him.
become me.
And he tells him you have to become him.
Am I
The
ready?
last thing that we see when this happens between Blood Raven is Bran's eyes go white. And this is the exact same thing that happens to Hodor when Bran is walking Hodor. So is it possible that at this particular time, when he says he has to become him, that he really does have to become him, that he becomes Brendan Rivers, the three-eyed raven? If we look at it like that, and look at the way Bran reacts when Sansa hugs him, it makes perfect sense for him to react this way. This is how you would react if a stranger is hugging you, saying that they love you and miss you, and you really don't miss and love them because you're really not this person. There's no other reason for you to act any other way but this way. When we listen to how he responds to when Sansa says, I wish Jon was here, he says,
Yes.
yes? Yes. Not me too, yes. This nature that he's saying, the way he's acting, the wording he's using, is just not the Bran Stark that we have known throughout this whole series. And when he
He can
says
never be Lord of anything.
he cannot
The
be
three-eyed
Lord of
raven.
anything because he's the three-eyed raven, and Sansa asks him to explain,
I don't know what that
he
means.
can't explain it. Now to me, this is pretty easy.
Difficult to
You could
explain.
say exactly what happened to you and hope she understands it. But how would she truly understand it if you said, hey, your brother came and visited me in a cave, and I had to take over his body so I could be ready for the long night because I was stuck in this tree the whole time, and I can't be stuck in here anymore. Which could be reason why he brings up what happened to Sansa with Ramsay. When
all that's
I
happened to you.
reunite with my brothers and sisters,
I'm sorry
we
it's
don't
had to
talk
happen
about
here.
recent stuff. We always talk about stuff that happened in the past. And that makes us laugh and that makes us have a good time. But Bran doesn't bring up anything that happens in the past. Maybe because he doesn't really know things that happened to her in the past. The only thing he could bring up to her to try to convince her that he has some type of power is to say the fact that he's seen her at the wedding. Now, I'm sure the wedding is
In your
public
white
knowledge.
wedding dress.
I'm sure a lot of people in the North knew what Sansa's dress she was wearing. You seen what happened when Princess Diana got married. It was all over the place. So I'm sure that this stuff that he's bringing up, a lot of people in the North noticed. So to me, this doesn't prove a thing. And I don't know why it would prove a thing to Sansa. In the Dance with Dragons books, we learn from Vlad Sixskins how wargs and skin changers can live out their lives in other people's bodies. So when their physical body dies, they mentally put their brain into another human being or into another animal and live their life out this way. And I think this is just what happened with Bran Stark. The same way we seen him do it with Hodor. This is just some next level shit. And I go into this further details about this in my playlist. Blood Raven is the Great Other. So check that out and I go into more book details. So you tell me what's going on with Bran Stark. Tell me, do you like what I said? Do you agree with what I said? Or do you have a different opinion on it? Please let me know. And also let me know, do you think Bran Stark will live till the end or will he die? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace! And stay sexy.